Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Jade Cocoon 2. In the last episode, we did the two-side arena and the merged limited arena, and boy did it feel good. But in this episode, we have our old team back, back to the usual standards, and this time we're going to do the auto left and auto right merge tournaments. So what happens here, and it's pretty much going to be an episode where I have to do almost nothing, because what happens is automatically every turn, you will rotate left or right depending on which tournament it is and automatically start your next turn. So no matter what, basically I'm just pressing X to continue the next turn because essentially I'm automatically rotating every single turn and hoping that the way the formations rotate work out in my favor for 3 matches. So that's the plan. Because I'm starting the auto left, it does rotate on the very first turn as well. So you want to start your formation, if I want to start in the Earth formation, which I do, you want to start one over here, so I want to start in the fire formation because it'll rotate into the earth formation to begin with. So, that's the basic game plan. So let's go ahead and get started. And hopefully, I mean, I have faith in my team. My team does, especially the auto left one, it rotates into my defensive formation, then to my healing formation, so my healing formation gets the most protection. Then my wind formation has my fire formation coming right after it. So it does have 2 really strong rotations. The other one kind of doesn't work as well, but I still have very strong formations, I think. I think this will work out okay. Or the auto right one is the one that will work out correctly. It's the auto left one that's going to get weird, if I remember correctly. So, only one way to find out, though. Here we go. Auto right tournament. We're starting up against Wana, but we could potentially fight Kira or Simon in the finals. That being said, they don't ever seem to make it to the finals. So, they're not very good beast hunters, it seems, despite being bosses. So, here we go. He seems to have a very strong earth formation. We can't really rotate, as you can see. You can only press X, rotate, and okay. So it's always be the water formation versus the earth formation, which works out well for me because it basically means that his, it basically means, well actually, I don't know, that kind of works out evenly because on the one hand, I have no threat to my earth formation, and on the other hand, my earth formation doesn't have much of a threat to him either. But it is a free setup, so that's okay. It means I can be taking out threats with my stronger formation, so... And actually, that did a good chunk of his damage. I don't think he's able to heal through that eventually, so that's cool. The next matchup is the water versus wind. That works out perfectly because as Slanites are not going to affect me in the slightest. Well, they will actually affect me decently, it seems. Surprisingly, my water formation is still pretty decently hit by sleep. That being said, I do still have the one who can actually do damage, so... And it didn't break my barrier, which means they won't get my barrier broken by either of these formations. And I can still do a good chunk of damage, generally for free, actually kill him, so that works out well. The only problem is here is I'm not going to get my Stomach Killna due to the fact that I'm asleep, which is going to suck, but I can hopefully kill... Wow, I do a lot of damage. I do still have defenses up, though, so... actually, I still have a barrier up, so yeah, this is going perfectly well right now. Despite his offensiveness, he doesn't have... The barrier really is going to come in handy for these rotations. And the fire formation goes against the earth formation, which is not ideal, but I'll just have to break through it eventually. So, that being said, I guess my Divine Beasts are overleveled for this content because I am taking it out without a problem. Which is hopeful because that means for the end game content, for, you know, the Super Arena, I will hopefully be at a good spot. So, hopefully it'll end up being an interesting fight. So, the rotations will continue like this until one of us wins. That being said, I'm fairly sure I've won. Seeing as only his water formation is really left alive to threaten me. And while I really won't be able to kill his water formation, I won't have to because my other formations will be eating his face. And that's really all that matters. So, take this out. Yeah, he could potentially put some of my Divine Beasts to sleep next turn. Actually, I would eventually pierce through his, I would eventually pierce through that formation and win. So, I feel like I'm doing more damage than he's able to heal off in that turn. Solemnis is going to wake Madame up. Not that I needed it, but I didn't even need the offense to break him. Just kind of destroyed him regardless. And should be going for his shields, which indeed I am. Wind formation will then be up against one of his guys in the fire formation, I believe. Yep. And this will be easily destroyed. And next turn, my fire formation will basically make short work of the rest of his shields. So that takes care of this fight. Because he's not going to get time to get a barrier or anything up. I actually forget what this earth formation did. Doesn't matter. Well, I mean, I could go to kill him, I guess, potentially. But no, we're going for the victory, and we do. So, there we go! I don't know what you're saying. But we're up against a Gara. Could be scary. We'll see what the formations end up being matched up here against. As you can see, a very interesting tournament where I don't really do any thinking. Well, these things are scary. So, wind formation versus fire formation is what it's going to be. Hopefully that means I outspeed and I kill him. Otherwise, the fire formation is up against earth formation for me, which is good because... Does he only have 2 divine beasts in the fire formation? Interesting. But, I can tank his fire formation all day, every day, and I'll heal it off next turn regardless, so that's nice. Earth formation will be against my... Oh hey, we're actually going to damage him instead of going for his shields. That's good. I want to damage him. So, that works. His earth formation will be against my wind formation, which works out ideally for... Or no, my water formation, which is fine. As long as I'm not taking too much damage from something silly, it shouldn't be altogether too scary, and I get to do a decent little chunk of damage to them. Probably not going to be killing anything off. I take that back. I just did a ton of damage. Ooh, he has Mitria, though. So that will be a little scary. What else is he going to do? Fossa Magna. Okay, we're getting to the strong things. That being said, my barrier actually negates Fossa Magna and Explode completely. So, barrier OP. His Earth formation cannot beat my Water formation. Awesome. Wind formation versus his water formation. Yeah, won't be able to... Actually, I guess that is an earth type in the middle, so I will actually still get my confusion off. And he actually outsped... Well, he has Mitria, that's why. Duh. I forget, he does have Mitria now, which means... That was pathetic. I have Ramakite. That's right, I do still have Ramakite up, so... Yeah. And here I was kind of worried. Apparently I just really overleveled. Then again, I did do all the forests, and then again... It's going to be nice to be overleveled for the endgame content. I hear the endgame content is a bit hard, so or the final tournament, so that's when this team is going to be really tested. Anyway, fire formation versus wind formation. He only has 2 of his wind formation left. The poison is going to hurt actually quite a bit because I don't have Ramakite for my fire formation. That being said, I'm going to retaliate because he does still have his defenses up though, but it's not going to matter because he doesn't have a wind formation anymore. Well... Okay, never mind, he does. Oh well, our healing will have no problem dealing with that when we get to it in 2 turns. For now, we just do the rotation again. Shockwave's not going to really hurt too much. In fact, that really didn't hurt at all. Set up a Ramakite, set up a barrier. As we know, his Earth formation cannot do anything against our Water formation, so... Really, it just comes around to getting to our next wind and fire cycles to really start winning. We'll deal some damage with shields. That's cool. Is he going to get recovery? No. We're just going to go ahead and... Actually, we outsped, which means we can destroy his middle guy immediately, which is nice. Not that it matters, because that's the Fossa Magna one, and the Explode guy is actually going to break the barrier regardless, so it actually doesn't change anything other than giving us a free access to one of his shields later on. And he does get Mitria back up as well, which is going to be obnoxious, but there's not much we can do about that. Explode will break the barrier, because Explode always breaks barriers. I guess barriers don't have more than 150 HP. That's fine. Or at least my barriers don't, or any barriers I've seen. I'm not sure how the HP of the barriers work, to be honest. It's a little strange. Anyway, Summon Kill Nub will go ahead and wreck a few more of his Divine Beasts here, and actually do some shield damage as well. All he has is a very weak Valley 2 that, as we've seen, does not really do a significant amount of damage to any of my Divine Beasts. And from there... See, the thing is, I'm not sure if me being so strong... Because don't forget, the Merge Limited tournament, we were still really strong as well, and that one shouldn't have mattered because that's Merge Limited. The stats are pretty much capped. It's just about, if you come there with strategic formations and good abilities and good setups, you can win. It's kind of how the game is designed. So... As long as I land one of these attacks, I will kill his one formation off, and I do. It's going to take 2 more turns to finish him off, because I only have one Divine Beast that can attack next turn, namely Gaia. And only one Divine Beast that can attack in the next one after that. But, I mean, he's essentially lost. Like I said, his Earth formation can't do anything. His Fire formation hurts, but I have healing to deal with it. I think we'll be okay. So these battles are going to take a while, as you can see. Just simply because we aren't very time efficient with finishing them off, because we get a lot of wasted turns like this, where we could have finished them off, but can't exactly do that because we're forced to rotate. So that's going to be the case. Probably going to be even longer when we get to the next formation, just because my fire formation misses out on all the Samikill boosts, which is unfortunate, but at this point we have been victorious. Ice, ice, baby! And... hey! We actually get to fight Cure in the finals here. Bit interesting. So, let's see if our auto rotations are better than hers. We'll have her water formation against our fire formation, which is nice because I will destroy that water formation when it gets to it. But for now, she really does have a lot of Drax. Ooh, stun could be tough if it hits. I do guard stun though, so that hurt a lot. That being said, Ramakite and my barrier will actually prevent that from. Well, we're not actually ever be able to prevent that. So her wind formation actually does beat my earth formation decently. That being said, I will be able to heal up this formation, so it won't be too bad. Fire versus water is not an ideal matchup for me either. Fogarina, however, will not actually be impacted by the fact that I have water types, and actually have a barrier to stop the limit breaks. So actually, barrier just kind of lets the formation that goes next pretty much automatically win against the formation, it seems. And because I have no physical attackers here, I'm not taking the Fogarina damage. I don't think it lasts more than one turn. Maybe. Either way, decent chunk of damage. Her Divine Beasts are fairly tanky. We know that Drax tend to be on the tankier side. So, our one formation, though, is up against her Earth formation. So, actually, we kind of have two advantages here and two disadvantages each. But, I do have total loss, taking out one of her Corner Divine Beasts. Ooh, she has a barrier to protect her water formation, so kind of a similar strategy. And Fossa Magna can be a giant problem later on. This, ladies and gentlemen, has gotten interesting. I can't destroy her water formation because of the barrier. It's going to take 2 hits to take it down, so this actually gives her a fairly good advantage against my fire formation early on, which is a problem because this is going to hurt. Ow. There goes all of my MP and most of my HP. I can't afford to do that again. I really need to kill the barrier one next turn, or next time we get around to that one. So things are going to get interesting. Ooh, stun on my barrier got this. Is not turning out as ideally as I would like it to. Yeah, I get my Ramakite up, I do not get my barrier up, and I lose out on one of my heals next turn, which is going to be a problem. This is not, and I lost a lot of my MP too on Soldote. That being said, these next few formations haven't actually been hurt fairly badly, so the loss of barrier isn't too bad. I'm going to heal this off with my Midnight. That being said, because I don't get an extra heal here, there's no way Fu is going to be able to take another sort of attack by that. So this is going to get close. I'm really going to need my wind formation to step up next turn. Okay, so I have my stun has worn off. Stun is going to be a pain in the butt. I need to kill the one in the middle. Okay, you know what? I take out a fire formation one. Deal some damage to myself due to Fogarina, so I guess that does actually stay in. The barrier is going to suck because this is almost definitely going to result in Fu's death. Almost definitely losing Fu this turn. That being said, I can at least get off a little bit of damage as well, and my wind formation has no choice but to kill the barrier one next turn, so her barrier won't last forever. My fire formation is going to lose to her water formation. That's pretty much a given at this point. That being said, it'll be okay. I've lost that Divine Beast. Good job, Cure, you've taken out a Divine Beast. I congratulate you. And now we're going to have to see how the stuns work out here. I don't care if we get stunned there. That's immune to stun. I did get stunned there too, though. That's the one thing I really do not want to have happen. So, we go ahead, buff up, and luckily, I mean, this isn't really the end of the world. I will eventually win this formation battle here. It's... Okay, I have an opening. She doesn't actually have an opening, so I'm actually going to lose shields before she does. That's a slight concern. I'm going to need to get to a point where I can start dealing multiple shields of damage here. Because soon she's going to be able to start hurting my shields and I won't. That being said, this formation's winning. This formation, the wind formation's about to beat her earth formation this turn. Oh, and she does get the confusion on her, so that does help me out a little bit as well. So I should be able to kill off this Divine Beast this turn. Ooh, not quite. Oh, that crit came in! No earth formation left. That's actually, that kind of salvages this situation here, because while she's going to get 2 shields, actually no she's not, because I'm going to be able to kill this one off. So she gets 1 shield of damage onto me. That's fine. Because I'm going to start to be able to get lots of shields of damage onto her very soon. Because she's not going to have any sort of formation. She doesn't have... She's pretty much missing half her formation now. And I'm about to kill off... the water formation is going to win against the fire formation next turn. So all she's going to have left is this wind formation. So she's going to be able to do 1 shield a turn. I'm going to be able to do about 3. So I have actually won this fight. I pretty much guaranteed to win this fight now. It's just a matter of time. So this is going to be a longer episode, I guess, because it's taking us about 18 minutes to get through these ones, and we still have a whole another batch to go through. That's fine. A longer arena fight's fine. It's lots of wasted turns as we wait for things to rotate around into our favor. But this will be a ton of damage to her, because she has nothing here. 2 shields of damage right now. It's going to take a whole other rotation to kill her, unfortunately. But... because fire formation's not going to be able to... It's only going to be 2 more things of damage to her. So we'll kill her in my water formation, so 2 more turns. I'll take another shield damage here, but it's 3-1. Therefore, I have won, because my water formation will win next turn no matter what. And for once, I actually didn't get stunned. So for a useless turn, as I put up a barrier and Ramakite and do damage, that will be pretty much negligible because I win next turn. So, and if not next turn, I guarantee win in the, for my win formation goes, because she has nothing to defend herself. So, at this point, yeah, she puts up a Fogarina. Cool strategy, by the way, to use Fogarina. Of course, I hurt myself because I can't really avoid it. But, unfortunately, doesn't work out, as I am victorious. Only lost 1 Divine Beast. Which, hey, that was certainly a tougher fight than I thought, so that got a little bit hairy there from when I was slightly concerned. So, also took, like 20 minutes there, so... Lengthy fight. That it has, Nico, that it has. So there we go! Another fight taken care of. I now need to switch my formations around so that I,
You fought well.
Now the interesting thing is we do it the other way around. So we'll see how well my formations work. That was arguably, in my opinion, the easiest of the ones. This is going to be the harder of the 2. So let's see how it goes here. The final one of these tournaments I have here. Auto left! We're up against a guy. But Gil or Kokoda could be potential foes in these brackets. So we'll see how it ends up. Will I get my first loss? Could happen. Alright, so water versus earth works out for me. Earth versus water, that's fine. I mean, I'd rather be tanking a fire formation, honestly, but I mean, this seems like a more like offensive formation anyway. And we outspeed it, so which is actually worse than better, because I want to have the barrier for my next formation, not for this one. Okay, he does get a pretty easy heal off. That actually kind of might work in his favor. Yeah, he basically gets free healing. Because I'm not going to really be able to ever kill this formation. I could kill the side ones, though, but they are Gars. I'd rather probably not. This does mean I'm going to be going against his wind formation with my fire formation, though. Oh, no, his earth. Ooh. That's not ideal at all. I mean, I can wear it down over time. Ooh. Do massive damage to that one, at least, though. So that is 1 Divine Beast down. I'm very underestimating the actual power of the raw power of my fire formation. That being said, Explode is going to break through this barrier. So, oh, he's going for the tank, though. I can heal that off, so... Okay, I win this one fairly easily. And I've actually weakened his next formation, so... Fire versus Wind, well, the Wind's going to win. I mean, the Wind would win regardless. I would definitely kill off one of his Divine Beasts this turn, no matter what. And now I've killed off 2. I've killed off almost all of them. He's a sliver of health left, and that's it. Okay, a little bit of damage dealt there, but not really enough, because I still have Ramakite up. Not really enough to be threatening. And as Samakilna goes down, up right before my... That's actually slightly concerning, because it goes up... I don't have my defenses up anymore. And the confusion could be bad if it heals him. Unfortunate turn of events. Unfortunate. Also does leave... Well, no, actually, don't forget that Madame does have HP recovery. She'll probably recover her health by the time it rotates back around. And we one-shot that one anyway, so no more Samakilna at least. Let's go get our defenses back up. Then Samakilna comes right after, or right before he goes into a formation that does no damage. So I don't really see the point of that, because, well, it does no damage. This will be useless, though, because he pretty much is going to revive pretty much everything back to full HP. That's okay. It's going to take a couple cycles to kill him, but we will actually kill him, I think, pretty easily. So, this fight, I think, has worked in my favor. It just means we're going to have to take some turns to rotate. So, we go ahead. Sodo will wipe out... Well, I might be able to wipe out one of his Garas, if not both of them. Probably one of them. Oh, definitely one of them. I can kill both of them. But, oh. Never mind, that crits. Those crits. Okay. Well, he now has 2 formations that are pretty much gone. Sweet! Because they're not surviving this. There's no way. So, that's pretty much been taken care of. And my water formation can now pretty much take care of this. Total loss on that guy. Oh, I still have a barrier up. My barrier has lasted all the way around. That's pretty cool. So, needless to say, I mean, next Fire and Wind formation, I win. Because I very clearly win. I think it's going to take till the... No, maybe? Depending on what Gaia does, I'll be finishing him off in the Fire formation, so 2 more turns. Oh, and actually, no, he has a guy in the middle. I can't finish him off this turn. So, whatever. Basically, I get to go ahead and finish him off in the Wind formation, so just a few more turns of us rotating around, and he'll be done. And then we have, what, 2 more fights to go? I've lost track. These fights do drag on just because I can't really do... Like I said, it's on autopilot. It is the longest episode of me literally doing nothing but pressing X and watching. So, Soldot will accomplish absolutely nothing, seeing as he has no Divine Beasts. That's okay, because we'll just go ahead and knock his shields up, and he can't do anything this turn. So, Wind formation will win. We'll actually, ironically, waste a turn doing Samakilna, which is kind of funny. But that's okay. And... done. Alright, so we're up against Kokona, could be up against Gil. So that's exciting, going up against some familiar faces. Hopefully Gil doesn't have the whatchamacallit, add Mormite. Then again, if only in fact 1 formation, you can't actually attack my shields, so it wouldn't actually matter too much. Alright, water versus water. Oh man, we're actually going to have a Mimic match here. It's going to be Earth versus Earth, Water versus Water, Wind versus Wind, Water and Fire versus Fire, so... Well, that's a problem. That is a massive problem. And they actually both have barriers up here. Okay. Not good. Not good at all. Ooh, this does not look pretty. This is not looking pretty whatsoever. I do have a shield. I doubt it'll last against all 3 of them, but I do have a shield. Fossa Magna is going to become a massive problem here. Not gonna lie, this is not a good situation because he has a barrier, Okay, he can't really do much. I can't break his barrier of one solo, though. That's the thing. So I can't damage his fire formation at all, or her fire formation, until this is going to have to be my wind formation really coming in here, because right now my other formations can't do anything, and Fossa Magna will kill me over time. So wind formation, please do beautiful things. They are squishy though, so boom! Oh, nope, just one. And still one though. Oh, and that actually works out really well, and that can't do that. Sleep is okay because I have more formation to negate it always. So the Earth formation is going to be a problem. The Earth formation is the biggest problem. If she hasn't revised Divine Beast as well, I am in pretty much massive trouble with this fight. We need to see what her water formation does. I might not be able to win this, depending on what hand she has. Because I can't really tell. Okay, heal's fine. I just have to focus on... This is going to have to be my wind formation winning before her wind formation, or before Earth formation beats my Earth formation. That's basically what it comes down to. Because, yep, that's not going to be a problem. Not really worried about that. This, like I said, I need to outspeed, but I can't because she has the Kahu. I think the Kahu is preventing the outspeeding. Please do not... Okay, I missed one. Don't care about that. She needs both of them to hit to kill Divine Beast. I will get a turn of healing before that happens. So, I'll be okay. This is going to be a very, very long fight. I'm just going to say that now. There's no way this is not going to be a long fight. Because this formation, this is a wash. This is basically, hey, we both break each other's barriers. That's all that happens this turn. Not losing my Divine Beast there was... It comes down to whoever loses their Divine Beast first in the center, really. So I really need to kill her center Divine Beast. That is entirely what I need to do, because this is a wash here. There's nothing happens here. Fire formations have broken even at this point. My wind formation beats her wind formation. Handily beats her wind formation. So, yep. As long as this hits, I win. I win. No matter what happens, I win. I'm saying, like, because every other formation right now is a tie. So it literally comes down to whoever kills the other person's shields first. She cannot kill my shields first now, because she cannot kill my Divine Beast until a cycle from now. In other words, we're literally going to be going in circles until... We're going to be going in circles. Quite literally going in circles, because she's going to heal off her Divine Beast. Nothing's going to happen in these formations. Actually, I guess the water formation would... Nope, she has Meta Knight as well. So, really, this formation is just never going to accomplish anything. Skillbind hurts, but like I said, she's going to heal before then. So, really, this is just... I'm gonna probably speed this section up, because this is literally going to be just us rotating in circles and nothing happening until then. And because... I'm okay if you hit him doing that, because that doesn't matter. Actually, that could matter slightly, just because they would kill that. But like I said, I still win, because it rotates. I'll take out 2 of her shields. As long as like something weird doesn't happen, which I don't see how it would, because Fossa Magna needs 2 turns to kill. What could happen here that would make things difficult would be if she kills off Scooter with her water formation. That still is a core Divine Beast, so that won't change anything. So yeah, it's pretty much going to be just a very lengthy circle. So yeah, it's like I said, gonna speed this content up essentially, because it's this. Oh, I guess I'll speed up after this, because what's gonna happen now is they're talking about the information. I go boom, and boom, take out 2 shields, and then have to wait for an entire other information to come around before I take out 2 more shields. So this has gotten a bit hairier for sure. But that being said, at this point, unless something crazy happens, expect me to pretty much speed up the rest of this fight, because there's no reason for me to show it off, because nothing interesting is going to happen. Every other formation breaks in a complete and total tie. The only thing that could potentially be interesting here is if she kills off Scooter with this Divine Beast coming up here. And that probably won't happen, because she went for that one. So, basically, like I said, it turns into the usual, and yeah. So, here we go! This is probably gonna kill? Nope. The nice thing about Fossa Magna, by the way, is that it does miss. It does not have a very high hit rate. That is the balancing factor to it. So because of the fact that that happens, we can essentially... That's basically why we won, in essence. Because she couldn't land 2 of them in a row until after I killed her information. In fact, she still hasn't since then, so... If she had killed off Gaia, or if she had killed off Piki at the very beginning, I would have lost. It would have been a loss. There would have been nothing I could have done to prevent it from doing 2 shields of damage every turn, and there would have been no way I could have, you know, stopped that. This makes me worried for the final fight, because if we get Gil and he has something crazy like Admoromite or something, or even the ability to revive, it could get pretty hairy. So, keeping that in mind, this will deal a good chunk of damage, like we already know. And one more rotation. It's the most exciting battle. Well, not really the most exciting battle, it's just kind of just this. That's all it is. There's a bunch of heal. It's the same old, really. What can I say about it? I mean, we're probably gonna hear this in Chipmunk voice anyway. It's probably gonna be like... Which is now gonna sound even weirder in Chipmunk voice. Which is kind of why I did that, because anything I do in Chipmunk voice sounds really funny in Chipmunk voice, because it is the Chipmunk voice. I really hope I Chipmunk this voice. Bibbidi boo, bibbidi ba, bibbidi ba, Chipmunk. So her barrier goes up. Probably gonna kill my Divine Beast here. Yep. So we do lose 1. Not gonna matter, because in 2 rotations I win. Or in 2 turns I win. So... Interesting fight, because we had fire versus fire. Because... It's almost because we had the fire versus fire and everything. Like, that's just kind of how it ended up just being tied completely. It's just because that's just how it worked out. But that takes out those. Soldote will now do pretty much nothing against her barrier, because that's how it works. Just really funny how this fight worked out. Really funny how this fight worked out. Anyway, this should be the last turn here. That was interesting. I will say. That was really interesting. Oh, good, we are against Gil. Oh, good. He probably has Admoromite, he's probably a douche. Well, his wind formation's scary. But it is up against our water formation, so huzzah for that. We've seen Earth versus Water before, it basically just means free setup for me. Which is always good, especially when you outspeeds. That hurts my MP a bit, so that is a bit worrisome. But I can tank it pretty decently. It means he has no recovery at all, which is nice. That means we don't have to worry about any recovery. Or did he? He does have the Laminate, so that is a form of recovery. I don't really mind missing this hit. It just means that his heal would heal through it anyway, so it makes no difference. I'm not gonna be able to kill that formation. He's not gonna be able to kill that formation either, so it makes no difference to me. This will be an outspeed always, which means I can eventually kill this formation over time. In fact, I kill one of... Oh, and that miss is terrible. That miss is terrible. Come on. She would have had no barrier. Oh, he has barrier and Libaridia. Making things interesting. That being said, Samakilna will negate the Libaridia. And it means he can't break my barrier. So I have a barrier going up from my wind formation as well. So that's good because he has a fire formation going up against it. So as long as this isn't like Admoromite, which thank goodness no one's using Admoromite because that's dumb. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to break through this formation like this. Which is fine because actually Fobarina is perfect because that's useless. Oh, you would! You would! Good. I have only one of them. I hate you. I hate you. Good. You would. You would, Gil. You would. You horrible, horrible person. You horrible, horrible person. Nobody likes you, Gil. Nobody likes you. Anyway, I pretty much win every other formation but that one. If I can get to a point where I can stop him from using the barrier, if I can kill that corner Divine Beast, basically I win. Because that negates one of his Admoramites, and it negates his barrier. And that means I basically can kill the other one. So, as long as I can kill that one in the corner, which is possible, I should be able to next turn actually fairly easily, I win. The MP issues for Gaia could be a problem if he keeps life crashing it. That is a concern, but not the biggest one. As long as I can kill that one Divine Beast and get the other one killed as a result, it will eventually end up in my victory. These explodes here, like I said, have no point. This will end in a draw. We'll never be able to kill each other. These ones, like I said, it comes down to this turn, really. If I can kill that one corner Divine Beast, I think I pretty much have the win. And I'm going to have to miss twice for that to happen. Nope, it's gone. Good game. I win. Because, yeah, he can set this up, but has he actually broken my barrier? He never actually ended up breaking my barrier. So we went a full cycle without him being able to break a barrier. That's another thing, by the way. He can't break my barrier. So as long as I can kill the middle one here, then I essentially win. Because there will be no Admoramite. Go after the middle one. Middle! I said middle! I said middle. That's annoying. Give me a barrier. Yay. Doesn't really make a difference, but... Alright, this could end up being slightly problematic if he kills off some key Divine Beasts. He is not hitting a single Admoramite, though. Screw you, Gil. Screw you. Alright, so the Sleep Brigade comes in here. It's kind of funny that the Saudun one works afterwards instead of before. But as long as he doesn't put Scooter to sleep, it doesn't matter then because I heal off any sleep that happens. And really, I haven't had any need for healing. The only thing that really needs healing ever is the, whatchamacallit. Oh, he did break my barrier. He broke my barrier with the Earth Formation. Anyway, another Divine Beast done. Guaranteed, pretty much, to kill off the one next turn. Or the Admoramite. Because he has to take 2 hits from my one formation, and that's not going to go well. So yeah, he does break that. He is killing my HP there, which is annoying. But he will have no fire formation at some point, which essentially means that we, every other formation is kind of becoming a wash here, as you can see, because he ends up, you know, healing everyone else in time, and I can't really seem to kill them in one turn. This formation actually will eventually win too. In fact, it's probably going to win right now. And actually, no, because I don't have MP, I probably won't be able to finish this one. Maybe. No, not quite. Next cycle around, it's going to happen, though, I think. So eventually I'll kill off the middle one as well, which will be good, because it'll mean that because this extra damage isn't going on, he won't ever be able to break a barrier. So as long as I kill you this turn, and I feel confident that 2 Samikillas can, then I win. That's gonna get close, and it's enough. So opening his fire formation is now a place where I can deal damage to his shields. This formation will actually eventually... No, maybe not. I'm not sure if it'll eventually win or not. But, because I think he does have enough healing to out-heal it with the Laminate. Because this is going to do not nearly enough. So, actually, if I end up hitting it with... things could get interesting, I guess. Oh, he actually... I wish I could go first and get my barrier set, because this is just getting annoying with the whole not letting me ever have MP in my fire formation ever again. Because, yeah, I'm not going to really be able to break anything else. It's gonna... Okay, actually, no, that's not true, because I will be able to... Actually, I'll be able to kill 2 shields this turn, I think. Maybe 1. 1 will be enough, anyway. If I kill 1 or 2 shields next turn, it's just gonna take 1 more cycle to win. And, I mean, I'm gonna I'm almost pretty much guaranteed to kill off the middle Divine Beast here. Yeah. Tamal's gonna kill it off. Tamal? Why did you kill him off? Whatever, it means one turn difference. It's not really that big a deal. So I can't really do much about any of his other Divine Beasts, but it's enough because I leave him open here. And despite his Add More... I mean, if I lost Add More, if I had lost more Divine Beasts from Add More, that could have been a massive problem. Because really, no other formation really could have handled it. I mean, I guess my Fire formation would have eventually beat his Earth formation. So I probably would have won, it just would have taken a lot longer. So, yeah, as you can see here, I'm not really... These attacks haven't really made any progress. It's pretty much gonna just come down to the next Fire and Wind formation that win. So, that being said, I have actually won the auto right and the auto left. So, we've beaten every tournament available, and I'm assuming that unlocks the final one. If it doesn't unlock the final one, then hell if I know how to unlock the final one. If it's something crazy like I have to win all the arenas or something, like the Beast arenas, that's never gonna happen. So maybe this is actually the last part of the project. I don't know. But, it's an interesting thought, actually. But we'll go ahead and 2 more turns. Slow down, pretty much useless here because it's not going to accomplish anything. But as long as one of my Divine Beasts hits him, which this one did, Wind formation is guaranteed to finish him off next turn. And we win. Because that doesn't protect against direct attacks. Even if it did, Semic Kilna would probably break it. Even if it didn't, I have 2 hits. So, yep, I win. No matter what happens, I win. I've lowered your defenses, Gil! You Adam Armite user, die.
You have earned the right to challenge the Grand Champion.
Oh, hey, there we go. I have earned the right to do the Grand Slam Tournament. Here we go. Oh god, this is going to be crazy. Next episode, guys, the final tournament, the final episode of Jade Cocoon 2. As long as I know... Yeah, well, it's going to be the final episode. I'm not going to go and do all the other Beast arenas, I don't think. I don't think I'm going to bother. So, the final episode of Jade Cocoon 2 coming next time. See you guys then. Bye-bye.